Hello guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about Bitcoin, we're going to talk about Ethereum, we're going to talk about ADA, Litecoin, Polkadot, Neo, and also Bella Miamora. Okay, we're going to talk about Bella and also XTZ. Okay, and after that, we're going to take a look at I'm going to talk about some of your requests, and after that, we're going to try to figure out how to benefit from the the current market structure sell-off, right? How to benefit from these pullbacks and all of that good stuff, right? Because some of these pullbacks are pretty much a bullish pullback, as we said yesterday during our live stream. Just be cautious, because Bitcoin could be pulling back down just about the mid 50k and so on. So it's not going to be bearish, it is just going to be a healthy pullback, right? So we talked about it already. That's why I wasn't very excited about Bitcoin just about this range, even though the macro scale is calling for high prices. We just have to be careful, since we're not getting our 2-day MACD crossing bullish yet. So the move to the upside is not confirmed yet. All right, it is not confirmed yet till we get a bullish crossover, right? So we're gonna take a look at all of that good stuff, right? So thanks a lot for tuning in. Crit Benz to the face, in the house, definitely in the house, okay, in the house, right? And Sun Crypto in the house also, right? So if you just join our premium, if you want to join our premium for these macro targets and all of that good stuff, join the public Telegram group, link in the description, and the public Discord group, right? Don't forget to basically subscribe to the channel. We over 4,000 subscribers. It's not a lot, but compared to our small channel, it is a lot. So thanks a lot for guys, thanks a lot for for subscribing and hitting the likes and sharing and doing all that good stuff. And we're gonna get this crypto together, right? All right guys, so now let's get this crypto, right? Let's get this big guy right here. So Bitcoin, it is hard, right, to trade Bitcoin right now in this range. Pretty much you could call like multiple setups, right? So we're gonna talk about those. We're gonna take our time today and talk about all that good stuff, right? We can take a look at Bitcoin in different ways, right, depending on what type of trader you are. Okay, but you know me, I'm very open to all type of trade setups, right? So first thing first, let's take a look at the moving average, right? The moving average we've been talking about over the last few months is like the 21 EMA on a 2-day basis, right? What we said was like whenever we retest it, we're likely to bounce back up. Okay, so that's what happened right here a few days back, right? We basically retested it right here, and we said sucker gonna be pushing back up, to basically 59 to a 60k. Bang. Okay, we retested it right here. We said, guys, don't short it. Okay, don't short it. That's this range is basically very strong. Okay, this moving average, right, tend to be very strong. After we pumped it to the upside up to basically 59, so what we said, like, sucker is overall macro scale bullish, but we need a confirmation of a trend continuation. Okay, what does it mean? It means, okay, our 2-day MACD has to cross bullish. Okay, it has to cross bullish for us to be very confident. Okay, we're going to be breaking 60k, right? Are we going to break 60k? Absolutely, we're going to break it at some point. I don't know when. I don't know if like we're going to break it tonight, or we're going to break it this week or next week. We're not trying to time the market. All we're trying to say is, like, when we get our MACD to cross bullish, it is likely to see a some price action above 60k. All right, so now something to keep in mind, guys. Sucker is pretty bullish, right? But we need this guy to turn bullish. Okay, so something to just try to keep in mind going forward, right? So now what we're looking for on a 2-day basis is like we're gonna be looking for a support. Okay, now we're dipping down. The 2-day candle gonna close in 24 hours, so it means like we're gonna open a new 2-day candle, and at the same time we're gonna open the weekly time frame. Okay, but remember, now we're gonna flip on the weekly before we come back down to the 2-day time frame, right? Let's flip on the weekly. On the weekly, what we said, right? Remember guys, we talking about macro scale now. right? On the weekly basis, early this week, what we said, we need to close above where? Above 58.5, just about 59. Okay, that's what we discussed back in Monday. So I was, even though it was Monday, right? Price action was pumping. I was like, guys, let's just be bullish, but we need to close above 58.5, 59 before what? Before basically a weekly close. On the 7 days basis right here, we got the job done. Okay, on the 7 days basis, we're looking very, very good. Okay, we close above 57.5. Okay, now we just need the weekly time frame, okay, to basically try to close right above right here. So let's see if within the next 24 hours we're going to be able to close above 59. That's going to be incredible. But 7 days basis, right, it is saying like any dips right now, it is a buy within the next 7 days. If you take a look at 7 days, already closed above resistance, right? We talked about it, guys. We talked about it a long time ago. So even though we got a mix of bullishness and bearishness, it seems like, guys, we 80% bullish as of now. Even though we at all-time high, things are looking very, very good as of now. Okay, if things change within the next 24 hours, I'm gonna give you guys an update, and we're basically gonna have to reevaluate, right, and do all that good stuff, right? So now let's go back to the 3-day basis, right? 3-day basis look pretty this candle look pretty good, right? I don't see nothing crazy, right? We got support right here, potential if we dip lower on a 3-day basis. Candle just opened, right? If we dip lower, you know, we got support at 51. That's it, okay? But the previous sell volume right here was pretty low, so I don't see anything crazy, okay? I don't see anything crazy. I try to find some bearishness, really, guys, but you know, it's hard to find anything bearish right now. Okay, hard to find anything bearish. I just want to basically prove myself wrong, but this sucker cannot basically it is not allowing me to prove myself wrong, basically, right? So now let's take a look at it in terms of basically channel, right? In terms of channel, what we said yesterday, right? We said we in mid-range right here, so we need to break above this channel, right, and basically be looking for a potential move to the upside, depending on how fast we go, right? We're just going to be looking for this channel right here. I don't know how fast we're going to go. If we move lateral right here and then pump, it could be anywhere around 70k. If we just shoot up, it could be anywhere around like 67. So it will be time dependent, right? And basically velocity, also how fast we basically going to be pumping to the upside, right? So beautiful channel right here, top and bottom. If you want to play it this way, you could also trade it this way, right? It means you just have to, you at mid-range, any dips down to the support line right here, it is going to be a buy, and sell range gonna be like right here, take profits all along this line right here. All right, you can trade it that way, right? So that's what I see. You can also take a look at it in terms of head and shoulder pattern formation. I don't know if anyone's talking about this head and shoulder pattern formation, which is something I don't like. Head and shoulder pattern formation, you know, at all-time high. I hate it, right? So you could look at it this way, where we basically, you know, gonna be looking for this head and shoulder pattern formation right there, and you're gonna be pumping to the upside. And if you really take a look at it, really guys, the head and shoulder pattern formation also aligned with the parallel channel, right? I would say, like, you know, like that. Let's see, let's do this like that. Okay, it's hard to get a perfect fit, right? But you get the concept. That's why I don't like lines. I like area. Okay, I like areas where, you know, you're gonna be looking for an area instead of a line, because a line is too perfect. You're telling the market gonna do exactly what you're expecting the market to do. That's kind of like being too perfect, right? But if you look for a range, you could be looking for like that. That way, you're not going to be drawing a line. You're just going to draw a you know, a shaded area, and you're going to be looking for a range. But a line just make it beautiful, right? But I think a range is better, right? Kind of like that, right? So basically we got our head and shoulder pattern formation right there, which is basically included in our 3-day 21, right? Remember the 3-day 21 going to be in this box / 2-day, right? It's beautiful setup, guys. This sucker can run, but it can hide, right? Just like K4 Liberty says, right? BTC can run, but it can hide, right? So if it runs down here, sucker gonna be a buy. If it breaks above this key range, it's gonna be a buy, right? If it breaks this key level right here, guys, we're gonna get doomed. Okay, so let's just be cautious, right? So that's how you could play it. So take a chance, right? Not financial advice, and do it properly, and basically do it safely, and take this sucker to the moon, right? If it dumps right here, we're gonna take it to the abyss, right? That's it. So now let's take a look at it in terms of indicators as far as the MACD. So the MACD, one thing I just don't like, right? Even though I'm bullish, I just don't like MACD, right? Bearish, price action below the 21. Most of the time we can get MACD bearish, but price action above the 21. However, whenever we get both of them, okay, MACD crossing bearish and price action below the 21, that's going to be a no-no. Okay, it means like have to be cautious on the lower degree. Okay, so trying to long it right here could be very dangerous, right? Short-term scalping and all that good stuff have to wait for confirmation, right? So 100 EMA just about like mid 55. It could wick, it could drop and do all that good stuff, right? Which is basically going to come from the head and shoulder pattern formation, right there. Okay, so we got this MACD crossing bearish. So short term, it is not a long position, right? If you take a long position right now, it's like you're just taking a risk, but you don't have a 6-hour confirmation yet, right? Would wait at least either for the 50% pullback. Let's see, I didn't do my, let's see, I haven't checked my Fibonacci yet, right? So in terms of Fibonacci, 382 going to be at 56, 50% pullback going to be at 55, right? Which is going to be in line with the head and shoulder pattern formation, right? You see, that's how we're supposed to be looking at the market, not like one way, like, you know, this is what we want market to do, right? And that's what we're gonna get, right? So you have to look at all angles, right? And basically try to prove yourself wrong and see like, hey, that's what I'm looking for. Can I be wrong? Okay, and if you're wrong, you just accept it, right? You just don't want to be wrong every day, right? So that's what you don't want to be, right? So hey, what's up, Punet in the house, the new XRP moon boy. Punet used to hate XRP. Now he's the Punet is the biggest XRP fan right now. He's telling you to sell your XRP so he can buy them. Yeah, so looks pretty good, man. I like the setups. Okay, I like all of them, right? But you know, guys, my favorite setup is like the 2-day time frame, right? That's it. Okay, that's my favorite setup. And the 6 to 8 hour, right? 100 EMA, 21 EMA. Okay, 100 EMA and 21 EMA. And you could be looking for potential 120 extension to the upside if we break the key range right here. 120 extension going to be 70K right there. Okay, the head and shoulder pattern formation in terms of basically you know, also extension, right? Which is also at the same time, guys, aligned with what? Our parallel channel. Remember, right? Our parallel channel right here, calling for this range, right? So ugly channel, but you get the concept. Yep, right here. Yeah, so if we can basically escape the sell-off, it is going to be a good way, you know, it is going to be a good trade to the moon, right? If and only if we can escape the you know, the sell-off. Yeah, I just say head and shoulder. Sometimes things have to make sense. When I say head and shoulder and I say 80K, right? You have to know it is, you know, it is inverse. Okay, so that's why I don't say, you know, I just say head and shoulder. Okay. So if you're watching, you know we're looking for high prices. You know it has to be inverse, right? Let's see. So I think we're done with BTC. Let's take a look at the 3 weeks time frame. So 3 weeks is still calling for higher prices, right? I'm more focused on the higher time frame. I'm just giving you guys like the lower degree, all that good stuff, because it is very, very entertaining, right? To talk about the low degree, all those patterns. But the higher time frame, guys, you just have to keep an eye on it. This sucker is pretty explosive, right? Very, very explosive. Like as you can see, no type of candles on the downside. And last time I seen this type of a structure where price action you know, dips like this, right? And price going, I mean volume decreasing, price increasing. Last time I seen such a move was like back in when we got one right here, right? But the most important one was like the one we got right here. That's the most important one. That's the most important one right here. Actually this one price was increasing, but on the weekly basis it was decreasing, right? Was decreasing right here, right? Was decreasing right there. And then we got the explosiveness right there, all the way up to 14K, right? So right here, if you take a look at it, right, that's the same exact thing we're getting, right? Price action is decreasing, right? We should get the explosiveness in terms of volume, right? And you're gonna get some high. I explained to you guys how to read the volume, right? On the macro scale, volume tend to increase like that, okay? Tend to increase like that. It's gonna increase, it's gonna get some small segments, it's gonna increase, get some small segment, increase, get smaller segments, increase, get smaller segment right here, increase, decrease, and then we're gonna get up there at some point. You see what I'm saying? So pretty explosive, okay? Very, very explosive. Right. So expect like some high volatility over the next like a few weeks. This candle gonna close on, I think, the 10th, right? We got 5 plus 16, right? On the 16th, right? So we gonna close this candle on the 16th, right? On the 16th. Yeah, on the 15th, right? We're gonna get the new candle on the 16th. So now let's take a look at the 50-day cycle. So you take a look at the 50-day cycle. Everything looks so smooth, guys. I'm telling you guys, I'm teaching you one of the best analysis, right? Something you're gonna use for the rest of your life, right? And throughout the next bear market and the next bull market, you're gonna be ready. Okay. You see, I told you something very incredible. Whenever price decreases, right, and volume decreases, it is a what? It is a correction, and it is going to be bullish at some point. Right here, you can see like price decreasing, volume decreasing. That's why I was so bullish back then at 3K. Okay, was calling for all the way up to 14K. Okay, so now we get in the same setup. Last bull run, nothing bearish on the 50-day cycle. This bull run, I don't think nothing going to be bearish till we get the first red candle on the 50-day cycle, and we're going to start to be cautious. We're going to get plenty of time. Most people are trying to time the market, time the top with that pi cycle. I'm going to make a video regarding the pi cycle. I don't even look at it, man. Last time I looked at it was like, I think somebody mentioned it in our during the live stream, right? I don't look at it. I don't look at it. Why? Because the crypto space like is very confusing. I don't know if you guys remember the log regression, right? Last year, I think it was like September, October 2019, right? when we said like BTC is not gonna drop below 76 and all of that good stuff, because if we drop below 76, it's never gonna go back up, whatever. You know, I was like, man, listen, this is just a new topic and people are going to talk about it for the next few weeks and they're going to forget about it, right? So Bitcoin, and that time I was looking for like 3K, 4K BTC, and BTC was like 8, 9K. So if somebody, you know, says we're not going to drop below 76, you know, most people are going to believe like we're not going to drop below 76, right? Because somebody's looking for like 60% drop. Somebody's saying like we're not going to drop more than 30%, right? People tend to believe, you know, the most juicier scenario, right? Which is not to drop below 76. Did we dump below 76 and hit my target? Yes. That's why I'm not paying attention to the pi cycle. It is just a new topic. Within the next few weeks, no one will talk about it. Okay, so just something to keep in mind, right? And as long as we stay green on our 50-day cycle, we're likely to see higher prices. That's it. Okay, I'm okay. I'm not saying like we have to go higher. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is this, you know, what we said since like October, right? Back in October 6, October 12, I gave you multiple warnings. If you go back watching my videos back then, you can see like I was saying, guys, zero resistance above 10.5, zero. Okay, yes, I did not expect right away to hit 60K, but we did have target 44 after 80K. After 44, our next target is 60, and 60, 80, 80, 100, right? We did but in terms of timing, I just don't know when, right? So something to just keep in mind. So this cycle gonna close on the 10th, right? So and we're gonna open the and it's gonna close on May 29th, right? On the 10th, April 10th, May 29th, right? That's going to be 50 days. So that cycle could be very explosive, right? Something to keep in mind. So that's why most of the time you can see like BTC tend to be bearish like June, right? July and stuff like that move sideways. September is one of the most bearish months. I know that. Like you guys know that, right? I talk about it multiple times, right? We always dump on September, right? And we always catch that dump. So I'm gonna be anticipating it this year also, but it is too soon to talk about the September dump right now, right? But we caught the last two September's dump, right? So it's okay. The 2017 one got me, right? That's remember we dumped like the first week of September 3rd, something like that, September 4th, 2017 one. And I was a newbie at that time, right? So BTC dumped a lot. I was like, what's going on? My portfolio down like 50%, right? So that was like August, September, right here, this dump, right? That's when we retested the weekly 21. But that time I didn't know anything about weekly 21. I was just buying and selling, right? But I did not sell, right? I was just hodling, right? I was keep buying the dips, right? But in October, mid-October, that's when we bounced back up hardly. I remember this week, guys, October 8th, October 15th, and the first week of November, we went crazy, okay? So we're looking good, guys. I think we're looking good, right? We're looking good. So now I'm gonna go through the list. It is already like 20 minutes, right, of Bitcoin talk, right? So we're gonna go through LTC. No, actually Ethereum. Let's go through Ethereum. I say 2024 Ethereum. Ethereum, right? So Ethereum, I'm not gonna spend too much time with Ethereum. As you guys know, Ethereum macro scale is calling for 4K. That's the next level. That's what I'm gonna review, right? Hey, what's up? Okay, no homo. It's okay, man. It's all about love, man. It's all about love. Let's just get this crypto, man. Hopefully all of you guys gonna enjoy the bull market, right? And we also gonna enjoy the bear market, right? So remember, it is two ways, right? It is a round trip. Make sure you got enough gas for the way back down, right? So don't be too much of a moon boy, right? After we tap out, of course, we're not gonna know when we're gonna tap out, right? But we can inspect the the rejection of from the top, right? That's what we're gonna focus on, right? Not the absolute top. The absolute top, no one will catch it. Maybe like 1% of the traders will not less than 0.1% of all traders, right, will catch the top, the exact number, right? Or even like within 3-4%, they only like 0.1% will catch it. Kind of like 2017, like you're gonna find like very few people who sold at 20k or even 19k. Most people sold at like 17, 15, right? Stuff like that, right? So let's not focus on the absolute top. So now Ethereum, what we said, I'm just going to review the macro scale, right? We said Ethereum from support to resistance, it tends to be 130 to 150, right? From every support to every next, from resistance to the next resistance, right? If we basically apply the same setup, we could anticipate a potential 140%, give or take, which is going to be just about like 3800 to a 42 range. Okay, so right now we're breaking above the resistance right here, which is like 1700 range. So we're looking good on the 3 weeks time frame, right? Looks pretty healthy. I think like any dips going to be temporary. Even if we dip down to like $1,000, it is going to be temporary, right? It's not going to be, because looking at the previous structure, the only time we basically got rejected from a resistance level down to the support was like the bottom formation right here. Everything else right here, right there, right here did not retest it. Right here, I don't expect to retest it, right? Okay, something to just keep in mind, right? And right here, you can see like we did the same thing right here, but back then, you know, that's what we repeated, or that's what we repeated also right here. Okay, what we did right here, we got a big wick to the upside, but that's uncontrollable, right? I would just say like sucker just dumped down to like a 130 from 360, right? And we repeated it right here. Okay, even if we're gonna drop down to repeat right here, it could take for a while, right? As you can see right here, it took nearly like 210, okay, 210 days. That's nearly, guys, what, like 4 50-day cycles, right? So 4 50-day cycles, right? So take a while to basically, it's going to take a while basically to drop down to like a 750 if we're going to drop back down there, right? Something to keep in mind. It could take like over 150 days, which is like, you know, nearly 4 months and so on, right? So sucker is pretty bullish. Okay, low volume right here, it means like, you know, we got plenty of volume to get to the upside. So we could get there within the next like a few candles, right? Let's say 3 to 4 candles of 3 weeks time frame, right? That's 9 weeks. So we should get there within the next like let's say 6 to 9 weeks, right? So let's take a look at on the 50-day cycle. Yeah, 50-day cycle is let's say 6 times 6, yeah, 6 weeks, right? 6 to 9 weeks within the next 50-day cycle. The next 50-day cycle, we should be able to get there, right? If we get enough volume, right? But it's not guaranteed. Once again, I don't want you to guys say, oh, Sen, you said we're gonna get there in 50 days, right? I'm not saying that. I'm just approximating. Okay, just take it with a, you know, with a, you know, be open-minded, right? Be open-minded. Most of us want to get rich very quick, filthy rich very quick, but even if you get rich very quick, guys, you're still gonna look to get richer. So just take your time. Okay, take your time. So now we're done with Ethereum. Let's go ahead and take a look at Litecoin. Litecoin, I'm also going to take a look at Litecoin on a macro scale. So won't have to. Actually, we're going to need to take a look at it on a lower degree. I'm liking Litecoin at $200, right? Let's take a look at the formation we talked about yesterday, right? We said we got 2 types of setups, right? the first one going to be a potential ABC correction, right? You could look at it as a flat, but it is not a complete flat, right? So we could say that's it is an ABC correction, or we could look for a B, C, D, and E. Okay, we don't know which one going to play out till we basically break this range. If we break the D range, if we break this resistance level right here, I was expecting sucker to pump up to like 228, but it got rejected at like 217, right? If we break this key level, right, we might not retest basically the E section right here, right? We might not retest it, and we could just get a big flat right here, which is basically a retest of the 214, drop down to 194, and then go up to the upside. This pattern is very powerful for Litecoin. It's been doing it like over the last few days, over the last few weeks. That's the same pattern we got right here. Somebody says I talk fast, so I need to start talking fast. Let's see. This sucker, come on. Okay, this pattern right here, right? Right there. Let's just do it like that, right? 1, 2, 3. So we could get something like that right here, and it is very possible because the move we got right here is an impulsive move. It's very rapid, right? It's a very rapid decline down to the 100 EMA, and that was the I'm going to show you what we got right here. That's the same thing we got also right there. So we can retest 218 and drop right back down to 190, 194, right? And then continue the uptrend. If we get this set up, it is a 90% confirmation we're gonna be breaking out, okay? Because that's the same setup we got right here in our premium. We basically nailed it that week on Sunday, updated it. We're gonna be blasting off, right? That's the same one we got right here also, right there. Okay, show it to you on the lower degree, on the hourly, right here. Okay, right, that's the same one we got right here. Okay, that's another one right here. Okay, it is I call it double top double bottom because that's the easiest way for people to remember, right? But it is most people call it flat correction, right? It works both ways. You can get it on the way down also, right? You got double top double bottom, but you get sell off, right? You get double top double bottom, you get sell off. Okay, it is a continuation pattern. It is a fake out pattern, whatever you want to call it, but Elliott wave traders call it flat correction, right? But Send Crypto just says double top double bottom, suck it up, right? Yeah, that's one of the best patterns. You can just make a I mean, if you're trying to narrow down your trading, that's one of the best patterns to just like narrow it down to and say, whenever I see this pattern, I'm gonna play it. Okay, sometimes you don't want to wait for it to play out. You want to wait till the pattern is like 90% done and you see it. Like right now, I got enough experience to anticipate it and to know when to play it. But like, let's say you don't have enough experience to like anticipate the type of correction. Don't anticipate it. Wait till you see it, you play it. You see what I'm saying? So something to just keep in mind. It is also very powerful when you get it at a near all-time high. Near all-time high, that's when near all-time high or even local high, right? That's when it's very, very powerful. Okay, so kind of like Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. Oh guys, so if you take a look at Bitcoin right here, right there, okay, you see if you're in my premium, you know we talk about the pattern, right? We talk about the pattern right here. Okay, we talked about it before it played out, right? So that's why when market was many bulls, okay, started to turn bearish right here, I was kind of surprised, right? I was like, I don't know why these bulls now calling for like, you know, 14, 13K, because they just want to buy it lower. I was bearish enough right here not to be bearish right there. Do you see what I'm saying? But if you were so bullish for like nearly like May through October, if you get any pump, you're gonna be so tired of being bullish, right? Any pump, you're not even gonna believe any pump, right? You're gonna be like, oh man, should I believe this pump? I've been bullish so long. I don't know, man. It has pumped a lot because it has moved sideways a lot, okay, for a very long time, right? So you're gonna be scared. That's why most bulls, I don't know if you noticed, but notice back then most bulls been like, oh, I think we're gonna drop back down to 13K, retest, fill the gap, get the 21 EMA, all that good stuff. Man, I was like, this guy's gonna get wrecked, right? Right here, same thing. They said, oh, now we're gonna drop down to 22, 24, retest the buy zone right here, the liquidation area going to be right here. You know, we're gonna get a lot of liquidity right there. Bang. Okay, bang. Right. So just be cautious, okay? So I think most bulls been pretty tired of waiting from like May through September before the next breakout. So after the breakout, they ran out of juice, right? So but we've been bearish in this range, right? And but we got enough juice above 10.5 to flip bullish. So we fresh. Our mindset was fresh of bullishness. So we're not tired yet, okay? But most bulls since like May, they already tired. They cannot handle the high prices right now, right? They cannot handle the high price because they're gonna be like, oh, we're making too much profit now, so let's get out. So they got out right here, jump out right here, right? Got out right there, right? And they still trying to find lower prices. That's why you notice most bulls right now, they're trying to buy back at the weekly 21. Right? They say, oh, we're gonna wait for weekly 21. Yes, we can get there, right? But you know, if you sold at 18K, 24K, you know, yes, you missed it, right? You missed it. So now let's go ahead and take a look at a Litecoin. LTC. Now we already talked about Litecoin, so let's go ahead and talk about DOT. USDT. So that broke out nicely on a weekly basis. On a 7 days basis, as you can see, that's why I keep telling you guys, 7 days basis is so important. As soon as we close above resistance right here, even before we close above it, right around the 29th, I basically updated my group like we're gonna be going to the moon, right? We're gonna be, remember guys, that we already over 10x on DOT, right? From like $4 to $5 up to basically $40, and now we're looking for higher prices, right? So we up like 10x on DOT, up like 10x on BNB, up 10x on the EGLD, right? You name it, and many other art we basically 10x, okay? FTM, okay, the list goes on, okay? FET, CELR, okay, Harmony, you name it, IOSD, okay? So Kusama, right? You know, we haven't 10x link yet, right? Litecoin is not 10x yet, but it is still a hold, right? So if you got in right around like $50, you still got, you know, another 150% to go, right? So DOT is pretty bullish on the macro scale. That's the takeaway, right? So breaking resistance right here, that's a nice move, right? As you can see on the weekly basis right there, okay, we broke above it, we pumped like nearly from $6 to basically $36. I don't think we could expect a 1-to-1 extension. That's a 500% move. If we're gonna expect another 500% move from right here, that's like nearly, guys, that's like $40 to 5 times 4, 20, $200, right? Let's just do the extension tool. That's $200, right? Right here. That it is a potential macro target for basically dot. I like dot macro target because, you know, we did move sideways for a very long time, right? First target was 15, but I said, look guys, let's suck it up. Why are we gonna suck it up? Because 1.618 extension right here, right, was at 26 range, right? That's why we talk from like $4, we target at 26. Okay, right there. Okay, and sucker pump like extension 2 right there, you know, extension 3 going to be right here. Actually 111 extension 3. So 111 expect like higher, you know, correction range potentially, right, before we get to the 120 extension of the big move, right? Do you see what I'm saying? So extension 3 right there. Yep, extension 3 of the first leg. Let me just do it like that. It's already 40 minutes, right? So extension 3 of what? Of the first leg right here. The first leg right there, the first pump from $2 to like $6, right? And if you want to get an extension of that from the bottom right here, 1-to-1 extension of that going to be $11, and you remember $11, right? And 1-to-1 extension after that going to be right here, $35. And if you notice well, what happened at $35, $40 accumulation, right? Another extension to that going to be right here, 111, just $90 to 10, just say 90 to 110, right? So it is still a good hold, right? It is still a good hold. And after that, we're going to be looking for the 1.6, not 1.6, but 1-to-1 extension of the bigger one right here, just about $200, right? Which is going to be one to an extension of this move right here. Do you see what I'm saying? So you have to look at it in 3D, right? You cannot just look at it. So 1-to-1 extension of this, the range right here, right, going to be right there. That's a big target. Okay, 220. But 1-to-1 of this move, right, from this breakout range, going to be right there. In, you know, an immediate target, right? So it makes perfect sense, right, to me. But we cannot control the sideways correction. Just in case, we have to move like sideways longer than we're expecting, right? So we might not move sideways any longer. The next move has to be explosive, right? Because the volume is nearly at zero, right? And volume can never go to zero, right? Ever. It means like sucker is dying, it's zero, going to zero, right? So if I had to choose which way the volume has to go, I just have to suck it up and say it is going to go to the upside. It is going to be buying pressure. Okay, it is going to be buying pressure. We had a similar situation right here, guys. I'm teaching you like one of the most important aspect of trading, volume. If you can understand it on the macro scale, done deal. You're done. Okay, you don't need anything else. All you look at is the volume on the macro scale, and you can project like your next 3 to 6 month buying range, and you just sit tight, relax. That's what we've been doing, guys. That's why we've been killing it. That's why we got some new setups in our premium like a couple of days ago, some crazy setups, right? Once again, those setups are not based on fundamentals. They're just based on like chart pattern. Yes, let's say I'm bullish on an alt and that alt got delisted, I can't do anything about it, right? So I'm not trying to promote any coins. I don't care about the technology, to be honest, right? I care about making profits, right? You see what I'm saying? The technology will take care of itself. It's not up to me to tell you which project is better, if DOT or ADA or Elastos or Neo is better. You see what I'm saying? It's not my job. My job is like just to take a look at the chart and take a look at the patterns and go by those patterns. I don't care, okay? Because I can't trust these these developers. I can't trust them. I don't know them. I don't know their intention. You see what I'm saying? So if I go ahead and say, oh, Polkadot is the best project, it is going to beat ADA or Neo or Ethereum, I don't know. Okay, I just don't know, right? But I can basically confidently say, hey, the chart look good, right? The chart looks good, and these candles look good, and we can basically with a very high probability go with what's in front of us and not go with what's in what's behind the scene, right? Okay, just to be clear, I don't want anybody to say oh, I bought this project and it's going to zero and all of that. I'm just going with the chart. I'm not making you buy anything. Do whatever you want with your money, because I've been there before back in 2017, and I feel really bad when most YouTubers like tell you to buy a coin and that coin goes to zero. You see what I'm saying? But those YouTubers, they used to do like fundamental analysis. They invite, like, I got a lot of, for instance, like crypto, some crypto developers asking you to do like review and all that, but I don't even read because I felt bad back then when people were making us buy like some crap coins based on fundamentals. Okay, and they tell you like this coin is going to be the next Ethereum or they're going to be the next Bitcoin and stuff like that, right? So and that's something I try to avoid, and just try to be transparent as much as I can, and you do your own research, right? I just wanted to get it out of the way so you guys know when the bear market hits, some of these suckers gonna drop like crazy. Okay, they're gonna drop like crazy, right? So just keep that in mind, right? So now let's go ahead and move on to Neo. So Neo, I used to love Neo. I still like Neo. I don't know. I hate to fall in love with a crypto, but I'm just in love with Neo. But it doesn't mean it's gonna pump though. I'm holding some, but I need to actually increase my holding, right? But Neo, before we talk about Neo, let's take a look at what I just said regarding that, flat correction right here. As you can see, on a 7 days basis, broke out, bang. Okay, so that's going to be our next like pull range. If we drop any lower from current price, anything at $16-20 Neo, that's going to be a steal. Okay, something to just keep in mind, just in case we see something crazy and market decides to pull back. Okay, so we got the flat correction right here, a continuation, right? So now let's take a look at Neo on a 2-day basis. I like Neo on a 2-day basis. The breakout from the 21 EMA right here, now it is just about like at $50 range. $50 has been a very, very important key level for Neo. I talk about it. $50, right? For, just about $13. Those historical price level for Neo are very, very important, right? So 50, because back in talking about September, let's go back to September 20. Can't find it right here. Let's see, September 20. I'm typing find Neo USD recalculated, right? September 2017. Yeah, August, September right here. That's when Neo picked at $50, right? Right here. Yeah, I remember starting buying NEO right here, just about like $32, $36, right? It pumped to like $50. No, actually, I started buying right here. Right here. That's when I started buying. Right there, September, yeah. So that's the previous dump. In September, we reaccumulated and basically, you know, that's the $50 range, triangular breakout we got, and that's the same exact level we at right now. This reaccumulation range, right? That's $50 right here. If you take a look at it, that's exactly where we at. Okay, that's exactly where we at. And if you notice well, after we basically broke out of it, we basically pumped straight up to $200. Okay, which was like a big deal back then, but now for a coin to go like from $50 to $200, it's not like it's not a big deal. Like we just seen it like from a file coin from $20 to $200. So I'm not gonna be impressed if NEO goes to like $200. You see what I'm saying? Because we just nailed Filecoin. Like we're doing it every single week, guys. Not every single week, but you got the concept, right? So we just need to break this $50 range, and we're not gonna get any other resistance. A minor resistance at just about like $80, right? Give or take 75 to 85, and after that we're gonna be, you know, looking to break all-time high, right? But NEO, it is still a good hold. I like the decreasing volume, strong push to the upside. It means we're gonna get a very explosive move, right? Very explosive move, very explosive move, right? Going forward. 50-day cycle. We look at the 50-day cycle, man. It looks so juicy, man. Look at this big boy right here. Okay, the first 50 days of the year, right? Sucker pump like 300%, right? The first quarter outperformed Ethereum, and look at it, it's like nearly, guys, 300% the first quarter of 2021. So most people are sleeping on NEO, but take a look at it, guys. On the 50-day cycle, if we break 75 to 85, you know, on a quarterly basis, actually, right? 75 to 85, sucker gonna be going ballistic, right? So definitely we could get to $200 this quarter, right? We could get to $200 this quarter, right? So you see how clean the macro scale looks, right? Clean. You see like support and resistance cleanly. You're not gonna worry about like 10% drop, you know, 30% drop, 15% drop, and all of that good stuff. The macro scale for NEO is so clean. And I told you guys, when NEO was right here, I gave you guys an update, upside target. NEO was like $20, 22, and we were calling for 250. Okay, and now things are looking so juicy right now on the macro scale. I don't care about the fundamentals. All I'm saying is support and resistance, candle body, structure, volume, and all of that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying if NEO are going to beat Ethereum or Polkadot. I don't care. Okay, all I care about is, are we going to be breaking all-time high and going to be looking for $500, $600? Okay, because once we break all-time high, it's going to be moonshot, man. It's going to be moonshot. Okay, it's going to be moonshot. I think we can definitely hit like $800 to even like $1,000, but I'm not gonna make that call as of now. We're gonna need to wait till we break all-time high, right? And we're gonna take a look at it. Yeah, so let's just suck it up. Support, resistance broken, you know, just like ADA. If you notice, like ADA pumped like 15x after it broke her all-time, or after it broke the 50-day cycle resistance, right? So if NEO, even if NEO is not like going to break it's not going to break out like 15x above 15,100 above 50-day cycle resistance. Even if we get like half of that, like 700, 800%, we're still gonna break all-time high, just about like $200, right? That's how you're supposed to look at it. But if you go ahead and say, oh, Send Crypto is looking for near $200, but we've been around this range of under $50 for like 2 months, man, you're thinking it wrong. Okay, thinking it wrong. Okay, some of us been holding like some of these assets like since like August, and we've been through the short-term bear market from August to December. Okay, so and now all those assets they 10x from December, from August, September. Okay, all of them. Okay, all of them, no exception. Right, most of them. I don't like to say all, but most of them. Right. Mahmoud in the house. Hey Mahmoud, hey man, look, this is my live stream now. I read the pin message. I'm gonna talk about these coins, right? And after I'm gonna take a look at the, the chat room. If you have any, super chat requests, I'm gonna take a look at it. If not, we're gonna go to the next topic and all that good stuff. So give me time to talk about these coins because we're gonna talk. It's a new quarter, so we're gonna talk about these macro scale topics, macro scale targets, and how to benefit from it, right? How to benefit from the macro scale view, right? So don't tell me, oh my gosh, you said 3 coins and I didn't answer and all that good stuff, right? Now if you want like if you want some setup, join the premium group so you can get your setups and all that good stuff, right? Ethan, can you check SNLG? So now next one we're going to talk about, guys, it is going to be Bella Mia More. So for those of you guys holding Bella, congratulations, right? And hopefully you guys been patient enough and buying the dip, because I called it like back in February, I think mid-February, right? It is a premium target, so you basically benefiting from those targets. So if you're making profits and you want to show love and you want to join the premium, feel free, because I'm giving you guys one of the best targets. And and some of you guys saying the premium is expensive and all that good stuff, but guys, some people go ahead and pay like $100 a month or like $100 a year and get wrecked, right? So I'd rather pay enough to make enough than pay a little just to lose everything, right? So and my targets are basically macro targets. I'm not giving like any like 2 days target and all of that, right? I do have some short-term targets, right? But most of my targets are pretty much macro targets where you get high return, like not guaranteed, but if market keeps going, we're gonna get high return, right? So but if you want like short-term trading and all that good stuff where you get wrecked every single day, you can definitely stay away from Send Premium, because I'm not doing that, right? I'm not basically it's a bull market. We're gonna focus on the macro scale, right? And we're gonna get the high returns, and when the bear market comes, right, we can do the short-term trade every single day, right? And reaccumulate. That's what you call reaccumulation, right? So now this sucker right here, we're still looking for higher prices up to like a 13,000. Remember when we talk about this sucker was like, I think like 6,000, right? Something like that. And we did say it can still drop down to the mid range right here, and we're gonna be looking to break the high right there. Now we broke the high. I was very confident we're gonna break it. Why I was so confident? Because we did have small volume right here, guys. Small volume right here, small volume right there throughout the correction. Okay, so we said we're gonna break it. So we just been patient. This guy and also another setup in our premium, pretty much similar. They both move together, DIA and BEL. We got both setups, similar price, right? $5, just about like 9,000 sats. So I reaccumulated again right here, just about 5,800 again, right? So we're likely to even if you jump in anywhere around here, you're up like massively on BEL, right? Up like 80%. And we're looking for, look at these targets, man. And you're telling me my premium is expensive. you're getting like just to get to your first target, you're looking for like what, right here, 130% just to get to your first target, right? Doubling your money, right? Not guarantee, but you know, yeah. So basically guys, my premium is not a signal group. It is not something like you wake up every day and say, hey, what's the target today, and you know what I'm doing, market is dropping, should I be selling, blah blah blah. We don't do that, okay? We just sit tight, relax, okay? Follow the trend, take our profits. You can still take profits along the way if you know what you're doing, right? Take some profit and buy back the dip, and just like some of us did on Filecoin, right? Took profit at $40-50, bought back at, you know, low 25, 26, $30 again, sold at, you know, 96, bought back 74, you know, and then sold at like, you know, $200, bought back 169, 160, stuff like that, you know, and you make more of your money, right? But those are macro calls, not like short-term calls, right? So Bella Mia Mole, Sake is pretty jullish, right? A potential good hold going into the summer, right? And we got a target all the way up to, you know, 34,000, but I will reevaluate once we basically break, if and only if we break 13,000, right? And up to basically 20,000, which is going to take us like nearly 4x, right here, right? Nearly 4x just to get to our second target, right? So Mahmoud is smiling. Thanks a lot for tuning in, Mahmoud. Hey, what's up, Colon? Thanks a lot for tuning in. Colon sounds like a newbie. I was asking how to buy crypto the other day. I'm just messing with you, Colon. How to buy crypto, right? So now guys, I'm taking a look at some of your questions, right? And if you guys don't have any interesting question, then we're gonna go ahead and take a look at how to benefit basically from these sell-off, okay? And how to basically say, you know, is this a real sell-off, how to detect it, and how to basically be confident when market is dropping. Okay, we're gonna talk about that, right? So let's see what Colon was saying. Not Colon, but Mahmoud. So Mahmoud was asking about VET. Let's go ahead before Mahmoud get all my premium setups. Let's go ahead and take a look at our public setups. Guys, who's this? That's Credit. I actually just updated Credit for my premium group, right? Somebody just told me like you know, there's some there are some FUD for Credit CS, but we in profit already, right? So let's take a look at Mahmoud VET. So VET BTC, man, don't even mess with your VET, just suck it up, man. Sucker gonna keep going. We got target up to like some crazy prices up to 300, right? So it is still a hold, right? The hardest thing for VET was like to be patient. Like most bulls could not be patient in this range, so they gave up. So sucker is blasting off right now, right? So AVX USDT looks pretty. AVAX USDT looks pretty pretty bullish. Okay, so I like the AVX. I think somebody asked me about AVX the other day, right? That's the setup we had. So we got this triangular formation, price action above the looking to break above the 21 EMA, so we could be looking to go back right here. Okay, let's see, but we got immediate resistance at 37 right there. Okay, we do have a premium setup for AVX, right? So low volume right here. ELF BTC. So ELF BTC is still a hold. So I know most of you guys remember the this big pump, so that's why some of you guys loving ELF right now. But we call this move, right? We call this ELF, right? We call ELF move, guys. We called it. So we call this 200% move, guys, right here. Right here, we called it, guys. We said buy the sucker right here, right around 3,000 sats, right? And we're gonna be looking for June prices. Yeah, it is still a good hold. It could go all the way up to like 4,000 potentially. We just don't know how long it's gonna correct, right? Seems like correction is over, but let's see. So ELF is still a good hold. I like this move, right? So even looking at this move, you can anticipate like ELF, potentially ELF USDT looking to break August high. I already broke the August high right here. September, that's a big pump we got right here. So I already broke that move. So nice round bottom formation right here. So next leg up, almost like 250, right? Which is basically what we're saying. That's a 500% move. That's basically what we're saying regarding our ELF USD going back up to 4,000, right? Let's see. Let's take a look at Algo. So Algo, yeah, still consolidating. Seems like we don't have a bullish crossover yet, but we do have a potential breakout pattern right here. Hopefully it's not going to be a bear flag. If like it is going to be a bear flag, we're most likely going to retest the 100 EMA. But let's just go. I would go with the market right now. I'm going with the market for Algo, right? Not with the you know, against the market. Okay, unless we do this and then do this, move sideways and go up. That's also possible. But right now we're moving in a channel. Just need to get the confirmation of a big separation right here to break this range. That's it. Shah is asking for XTZ. So XTZ, it looks pretty good. We kind of got a nice dip. The only reason XTZ is not pushing hard enough is like we just need MACD to cross above the histogram right here. Once we get above this range, everything going to be explosive, especially above this range. Also everything going to be explosive, right? Anything higher than this range going to be a moonshot. So basically it is just under accumulation right now. Okay, it is still under accumulation, right? Just have to be patient with this sucker, man. I'm telling you. The chart looks good, man. Chart looks good. And the most important range after that, on the macro scale, it is going to be this range right here. This range, right? That's the most, these two ranges, right? Those are the most important, right here and right there. triangle, rectangle. That's the next accumulation range for a potential takeoff, right? Let's see. Yeah, BNB had a, okay, yeah, okay, that's okay, that I don't need to type. BNB, that's what I was trying to tell Wonder Boy, right? When BNB was at $50, I know he's gonna say, man, don't call me out. But Wonder Boy could not handle the flat correction. It is a very, very stressful pattern, right? It's gonna drop, you're gonna think like it's gonna keep on dropping, right? And it's gonna find the support, and as soon as we start pumping again, you're gonna be FOMOing and it's gonna dump again, right? So that's why I call it double top, double bottom. This move right here, you go check my BNB update, like December 17 right here. That's when I updated BNB right there. And if you notice where it seems like Polkadot is making the same structure right now, this structure also, right? And Polkadot just broke out. But let's see, Polkadot is right here right now. Let's see if Polkadot going to basically be dumping back down. I don't think it will, but if it does, we know exactly what to do with it, right? So, but Polkadot is not doing it on the 2 days, it's just doing it on, I think, 8 hour, right? 8 hours, 6 hours. You can see it, right? I'm gonna show you. But that's a pattern right here. It is a very, very, very powerful pattern, right? Especially if you can find it, you know, around like all-time high or after a big correction, above a range after a big correction. Okay, it tends to move very, very, very fast, very, very fast. You can see like this range was, you know, reaccumulation, breakout, reaccumulated. It did not retest it, it just created the double top, double bottom above the 2-day 21. So I was telling guys, take a look at right here, it was near all-time high also, right there. And if you notice BTC USDT also did it back in 2016, I think 2016 right here. Right here, also BTC right there. A very powerful pattern, because I was ready for these patterns back in 2019, right? You can see like right there, near all-time high. It can be anywhere between, you know, just above or below. It can be anywhere. You just don't know, right? And if you know, yes, I just showed you the one we got right here also. Even if you go back in my channel, like back in 2019, when BTC was right here, right? I was expecting like BTC to do something like that right here. Okay, we just didn't do it like right away, but we did, you know, we did it actually afterward. But I was anticipating, I was, you know, if you watch I just don't have time to show you, right? But on my channel right here, one of the thumbnail, I just don't have time, but I don't think I can find it. Yeah, I just don't think I can find it, right? But I was showing like YouTube is so slow. Yeah, I don't have time, man. I don't have time. Right? So I don't have time to show you, but maybe next time I can show you, right? Whenever you see it, just suck it up. But don't play it on the 15 minutes like curving, right? Curving gonna kill me, but don't play it on the 15 minutes or 5 minutes chart, right? Play it on the higher time frame, like at least like 8 hours, right? At least 8 hours. Even the hourly can fail. It has the higher the time frame, the higher the success rate, right? Now let's go ahead and banks in the house. Let's take a look at band. One hour 15 minutes. Yeah, band had one right here also. Notice where, right there. you see, the higher the time frame, the likely it is going to play out, right? Right. And I think Ben is trying to create one right here on the lower degree. Let's see. No, it's just a complete double top. Yep, it is correct. Yep, look at it. It created one right here on the lower degree, right? You can see, right here. You can also see another one, right? So, but low by volume right here, so I have to wait for confirmation, right? The breakout right here, and then we're going to be looking to break this range. Okay, you can see, like, but if I show you on a 2-day basis, you're not going to see it, right? You're not going to see it. You're not going to see it. You see, you're just going to be bearish. Okay, just going to be bearish. Like, man, we're dumping. But you zoom in, you zoom out, you zoom in, right? You can see, even right here, you cannot see it. You can't see it. You still have to dig deeper. Right here. So, right here. Okay. So it might not be done yet. It could still do something like that, where you're gonna get an overextended wave right there. So just wait for confirmation. But take a look at it right here. We got one. Okay. On the way down, you got one right here. Right. So yeah. So guys, now let's take a look at BTC and basically trying to figure out how to benefit from these moves, right? The best thing to do, guys, whenever BTC drops, once again, I think I already talked about it, but always take a look at these alt, right? Some of these alt, okay, especially the bullish one, are they losing value? Okay, for instance, like DOT, okay, DOT is pretty bullish, okay. Why should you be bearish on the market when DOT is breaking out on a higher time frame? Yes, BTC is dropping, but take a look at DOT, okay. It is a macro breakout. That's what I just tried to show you on, I think, BNB, right? When I was saying, like, if DOT's if we get a dump from DOT, we could just do something like that, get this channel right there, and then still break out to the upside later on, right? But if you take a look at these type of moves, whenever you get a market sell-off, zoom out, right, and take a look at which one is more powerful right now. Like DOT is pretty bullish. It is breaking out above above all-time high on a weekly basis. So it is not a fake out. So it means the overall market, right, it is bullish. Okay, you take a look at, for instance, this guy Tron. So you take a look at Tron on a macro scale, also it is breaking out. Even though market is dropping, you see like Tron is back up like above 11 cents. So if you did panic, you would be selling out, and you're not going to be benefiting from this type of a sell-off. It's like buy the dip type of sell-off. You take a look at Tron, basically BTC, it's about to hit our target, right? Look at it. We've been buying Tron right here, okay? And we said anything below 100 sats, it is going to be a steal. Right now, we're almost at 200 sats. First target was like 122, right? We had a big resistance at 122. Now we're about to break above it, like, and try to hit the 122 was a short-term target actually. The 203 to 220 range right here. Today, weekly 21, right? Just about the weekly 21. So take a look at the weekly tap in. Beautiful, beautiful engulfing candle right here. Okay, beautiful. Okay, breaking above the weekly 21. So you have to always zoom out when market is selling off, and not try to focus on only one alt, or few alt that you're holding. Like, let's say I'm holding 5 coins and they're all selling out. I have to go ahead and take a look at the rest of the market, see how the rest of the market is responding. Which alt is the most bullish one? Okay, is it basically facing any sell-off? See what I'm saying? Like Tron, DOT, especially the big alt, right? Avoid like the small cap, right? Because small cap can still pump when BTC drops, right? So something to keep in mind, it is a very, very powerful technique. not to basically panic. Okay, even if you're not holding that asset, still, okay, even if you're not holding Tron and you see like Tron is pumping and the rest of the market was dumping, you know the market is not bearish. Okay, that's why when last time we were dumping, Filecoin was still pumping. I was like, market is still bullish. Okay, because we're very bullish on File, and File is keeping up its momentum, so we're gonna basically suck it up. Right, something to just keep in mind. Hey, what's up, Kavish? So all right, guys, I think that is it. I'm just gonna call it a day. Hopefully you guys gonna benefit from the live stream. If you enjoy the content, right, you know exactly what to do, right? I'm gonna take a look at a couple of questions again, right, before we go, but you know exactly what to do. Go ahead and do your homework, hit the likes, subscribe, join the public Telegram group, link in the description, right, and all that good stuff in the description also, right? So yeah, Tron looks very juicy. We've been holding Tron long enough. Yeah. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Somebody asking for ADA. Let me do something really quick. Yeah, give me guys 1 second. Okay, guys, I was asking a question right here. If you guys remember this, if you guys remember Blue Collar Crypto, he used to cover Neo and Elastos, you know, back in 2017. I was just looking up his channel, but I couldn't find it. I hope he's doing okay. You know, so I was just wondering where he is. So hopefully he's doing great, because his channel is no longer available. So I was kind of, you know, it was kind of sad not to basically see him around anymore, right? But hopefully you guys know what's going on with him, right? And he's doing okay. Let's see. Let's go back. Oh man, Tron is pumping, guys. Tron is pumping. Tron is pumping. Pumpology. Tron is pumping. Yeah, I like the pump, right? The market is green, back green again, 4% on average. Let's say KNC is back up 5% on the day. FET 1%. File is back up. So if you're in our premium group, you wouldn't be panicking when File was dumping, right? We basically noticed the retest of the 8-hour. So we said if you bought the dip right here, just suck it up. We could get another flat right here. So File, it is still going to be correcting, right? We could get another flat right here, retest of the 21 EMA, and we could blast off. If the move is not strong, we can still move sideways right here for a very long time before blasting off or even retesting the 100 EMA. So just leave the sucker basically consolidate for the next few weeks, right? Unless you buy support, set resistance, that's it. But that's the move we are looking for right here, and after we're going to take a look at it, because that's the same move we talk about with BTC on the high time frame. So let's take a look at ADA. Oh, I missed ADA, sorry guys, I thought I talked about ADA USD. Sorry guys, sorry. So ADA doesn't look bad. We do have a double top, double bottom right here. Got a small resistance right here. Just need to break it to retest the double top right here. We could anticipate a potential triangular formation also in this range where we got this A, B, C, right? And we can basically call it A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, okay, and E right here, and move to the upside. So Cardano is still in a correction. It is still correcting, okay? It is still correcting. So keep an eye on Cardano in this channel, right? If you want to be a moon boy, you could basically look for a parallel channel, which is going to be kind of ugly, but you could be looking for this potential channel, but it is too early to look for this channel. But nothing is saying it cannot play out, right? Nothing is saying it cannot play out, where you could basically get this move. Come on, buddy, do this. Get this move right, and then we're gonna be looking for this move to the upside, up there, up to like $1.80, or even, it all depends on timing, right? Up to this range, and maybe retest this range and keep on pumping to the upside. So Cardano is in a nice channel right now, right? Nice channel. So we did have similar channel right here also, right? Did have a similar channel right here. You can see, right? Beautiful channel, broke the channel, and bang. All right, so one chain YB, one BTC, just about this range. So one retested the September high, so it looks pretty good, looks pretty healthy. Is it sucker is in a momentum right now? I saw it right here, but I did have so many setups, did not want to jump in right there. I mean, not here, YB, I would think like YB, but one we did hit our target 4,000. It dipped down, right here, pumping. It is still a hold. YB hit the over 1,000. If I remember, yeah, YB, yeah, hit it hits the September August high right here. That's what I thought I was looking at. So it looks pretty good. Nice reversal right here. So I almost like try to get in right here, just about like 400 sats, but as I already had my September pick, I mean not September but February picks back then, and already had my March picks, so I did not want to basically add it to the list. But it looks pretty good, okay? It looks pretty good. Next resistance almost at 26, right? So 2600 next resistance, right? So doing pretty well, almost like 6x from the bottom since like late January. So that's over like nearly, it's 8x in dollar, it like 10x in dollar, right? So since January, because BTC, that's how you know. You don't need to look at the dollar value, because you know BTC doubles anyway since basically January 31st, right? So if this sucker basically 7x, it's like 2 times 7, that's 14x in dollar. That's how you basically read it. You don't have to always look at the dollar value. All right guys, thanks a lot for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.